All right, I know. I've got some explaining to do. First of all, hello everyone. Good morning. Although it is like 11 something, my eyes are still adjusting because I've been up, but I haven't been like up out the bed up. I look crusty, okay? Yes, I'm in a red and green onesie. Okay, I slept in this because it is officially November 2nd, which means in my world, real holiday season, unleash the Christmas music. Thanksgiving and Christmas are one and the same in my world, in my household. So yeah, I slept in the PJs because I just needed the vibes to get started. But I don't really know how much battery I have because y'all, this is the first time I've picked up a camera in weeks. I mean like pushing 3 weeks. And I don't know why this keeps happening. But then I low-key do, which is why I'm coming on making this video. I just feel like I need to just explain myself all in one video. People have been texting me and messaging me in my DMs like, are you good? Are you okay? Because I haven't really been posting on social media either, like much at all. I've deleted the apps for days at a time, weeks at a time over the last month. Yeah, there's a lot happening in my world. So yeah, this is gonna be like a Saturday morning, not routine because what are those? More like get ready with me and I just chit chat about what's going on in my life and get you guys kind of up to date. I hope to be able to edit this and post it tonight so that y'all can just feel somewhat connected to me. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna be doing stuff, cleaning and getting dressed. I don't really have plans today, but I am gonna go visit my god siblings. Their mom's birthday was yesterday, so I'm gonna go hang out. I think she's doing some birthday stuff at her house. But yeah, so here we go. Okay, I think I'm gonna set y'all over here on my nightstand while I make my bed because as you can see, it's not made. So where do I even begin? So I haven't posted consistently on YouTube in, man, 3-4 months. Like, it's been a very long time. Most of y'all know already about my candidacy, my PhD candidacy exam that happened over the summer. In my mind, I thought I was still gonna be able to be consistent and get stuff out to y'all while that was happening. Not the case at all. Like, not the case. I actually experienced very severe anxiety this whole summer while that was happening, which was very unexpected. I mean, I knew I would be somewhat stressed, but like not, I had no idea I was gonna be as stressed as I was, for many different reasons. So yeah, it didn't happen, okay? And then when I submitted my candidacy and I passed, I was like, okay, now I have all this more time to just, you know, do this thing that I love that gives me a break from school. And I just thought, right? So I kept telling y'all, like, here I come with my Wednesday and Saturday posting schedule back, how y'all are used to, like my typical for those who've been around for a while. And then life just hit, y'all. I would say midway September-ish, y'all, life hit. And I'm talking about like in a way that I've never really experienced. Like everything in my life just kind of started catching on fire. And like, you know, it was slow. It was kind of like, if you remember like the old Tom and Jerry type cartoons where like they would light the end of the long, like, what are those things, dynamite sticks, and they would like light the end of it and then it would like, you know, it'd be burning and burning and burning and burning slowly. Why are you not focusing? Focus on me. I'm talking, I'm saying things. Okay, so September, somewhere mid-September-ish, or maybe it's been building since through the summer, I don't know, but that little wire just started catching fire, catching fire, catching fire. I'm like, interesting, what is happening here? And then about 3 or 4 weeks ago, it just kaboom. I mean, it just, the kaboom happened. Okay, the fire reached the dynamite stick and it exploded, okay? The best way that my therapist and some of my really close friends have described it is not a 25 crisis, a quarter life crisis. That's what they called it. And I was like, nah, now I'm like in denial. But I don't know how else to explain this. Like, y'all, I just wish somebody would have told me that year 25 was going to just wreck my life like this. I mean, like, literally. When I say wreck my life, I mean, like, sorry, I'm about to go open the blind so you can see me. But when I say wreck my life, I legit mean, like, questions on questions on questions about everything. Like, I have never asked myself so many times, who are you? Like, what are you doing? Sorry, my desk is a hot mess over there. Just, this is my life now, right now, guys, okay? This is just my life. But I have asked myself lately, like, so many times, what the heck are you doing? Who are you? Like, what is this? I just have so many questions. I've been questioning, like, okay, have I been living my life for other people and other people's expectations? I really feel like that's a huge problem in my life. I think I might have talked about it a little bit on the channel before, but just like wondering if the things that I've done are because they're things that I actually want to do, or if I'm just doing them because I know they make the people in my life happy. I have so many questions about everything. Like, nothing feels like stable ground. If you would have asked me months ago if I like knew who I was, I just would have been much more confident in my answer than I am now. Like, I never thought that. I don't know. And then I think, like, maybe that's half the problem. Like, was I out here living shallow, like a shallow life, thinking like everything's fine and like we're just going through the motions, and just thinking like I had a handle on things, and then I don't. And it's just like, what the heck? So yeah, I'm at the dissertation phase of my PhD, and I'm pretty much just like over it. Like, y'all, I'm so over school. I'm so over school. And I don't think you know what I mean when I say that. Like, people hear that and they're like, oh, college, like college students always. No, y'all, I have been in school all of my life. Like, I really had that revelation the other day. Like, sis, name a period of your life where you had solid memory. Because like years 1 through 4, do I really remember anything out of that period of my life? I don't know. But name a solid period of your life where you had good memory and you weren't in school. There is none. There is no year of my life where I was not a student, where I was not going through the motions of school and having this pressure to high perform and to overachieve and juggle all the things. And I just like, I don't know, y'all. I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, I don't even know if that's healthy. Like, I'm really sitting here like, do I even want to do this? What is my life? I'll give you more context. I'm gonna get dressed real quick and we're gonna go in the bathroom and finish this up. But yeah, I actually just changed my mind. I decided to bring y'all along into me figuring out which sweatshirt I'm gonna wear today, because that's all I have. Y'all, because grad life, who has money for clothing hauls? Sorry, won't be one this year, okay? I'm rocking the same clothes you've already seen, and half of those went to Goodwill. So yeah, it's like literally which hoodie? This hoodie, this hoodie. And I need to do laundry so bad because I've been out of town at these conferences, like, and on these trips, and literally my entire wardrobe, the little bit that I do have, is on the hamper. So yeah. Welcome to my life, guys. Y'all want the real Miss GCH? Here you go, okay? Anyways, so back to what I was saying. I was really noticing that I was starting to like reject my current circumstances. Like, I couldn't find motivation to do anything. I mean, like, the simplest of tasks felt like the end of the world. Like, felt like it was like I had weights on my arms and my legs, and I just couldn't make myself do anything. Like, literally, yeah, anything. It was awful. And so I started trying to figure out what that is, and I realized, like, I love my mentors and my advisors and the people that have invested in my career, in my life. Like, I love them to death. But what I recognize is you start to become the people that you're around. And I realize my advisors, while I love them to death, are the type of people where, like, they're in so many different things. Like, they're doing so many different things. They're wearing so many different hats. They're just like everybody's go-to person, and they do it all. And they perform and they get it done, but like, they're crazy. Like, not crazy, but they're just like they're all over the place. Like, you can talk to them and their phones are ringing and dinging, and people are always trying to reach them. They gotta be here on this side of town, they gotta be on this side of town, they got this meeting, they've got stacked calendars, and they have this much time to like live a life outside of what they're doing. And I literally sat in one of my meetings with one of my advisors and just watched. And I feel like she was talking and saying things. It's just kind of like one of those moments in the movies where it like freezes and like the person's just like taking in their surroundings. And I was just watching like her hands move and her head move and people coming in and asking her for things. And I was just like, do I want this life? Like, is this the person that I want to be? Like, I already feel like I'm not living. Like, I'm going through motions and doing what I have to do so that like nobody kicks me out of school or like fires me from my job. But it's not, I'm just like, ew. Like, I don't know if this is the kind of life I want to live. And being in college for all these years, sorry, I'm looking for a shirt. Like, I need an actual shirt to put under the hoodie. Although that's debatable. Do I really need a shirt under the hoodie? Do I need a bra under the hoodie? Huh? Probably not. Can you imagine going through 8 years of expensive college only to ask yourself these types of questions? Like, 8 years in? Freaks me out. I tell you, it's freaking me out. My therapist is getting earful, and this is actually a plug because everybody needs therapy. Y'all all need a therapist because she has been getting an earful. So yeah, school is really only one area that is on fire. Like, my life, essentially, we're kind of on the upswing now. Maybe, I don't know, it's debatable. Things could catch fire any day, but like it's just not. Yeah, my mind is so crowded with things that it is obnoxious. And like, I'm gonna keep it 100% real with y'all because my faith has been tested. Oh boy. Okay. I had to pause and focus on finding a shirt. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So, what was I saying? Oh, I was telling you guys about how this is testing my faith. So that's been a major component in this because it's not like I've never had challenges in my life, right? Like, I've had hard times, like things have happened, whatever. I realize it's not gonna last always, cool. But like, everything happening at the same time, okay? Like, all these different, like, you know how one part of your life is like kind of on fire, but then this part over here is like pretty good or okay, so you're like, okay, well, at least I have a handle on something. There were no handles to be found, okay? I had a handle on none of the things. And then it got to a point where I'm like, I'm not even motivated to fix any of this. Like, I just sat back and watched it burn. Like that meme or gif or whatever it is, I think it's a meme, of the dog sitting at the table and it's just fire around him and he's like, this is fine. That's how I got, y'all. I really got to that point. And really I got to that point because my faith got really weak through this. And let me just, okay, I'm gonna try to make this make sense for y'all. I'm being honest with y'all about where I am because I'm not in the business of like being fake and trying to get y'all to think that I have some perfect life and like I just do everything right. False statement, okay? False statement. If somebody were to come and do a wellness check on my life, they would be like, there's problems, danger, and I'd be like, yep, I know. At least I know, right? Admitting is the first step, right? Okay. Anyways, you guys, I just realized these sleeves are dirty. Like, what the heck? What was I doing in this sweatshirt and why? I either washed it and it didn't come out, or I didn't wash this. It's a high probability I didn't wash this. Wow, so I can't wear this. I can't be out here in these streets with these stains on my shirt. Y'all can't tell because of the light, but hold on. I guess I'm repping the Buckeyes again today, but at least it's a different jacket, right? Anyway, so yeah, me and Jesus have had an interesting time amidst all this, and yeah, my faith has been flat. Like it's been stuck. I haven't been motivated to go to the word and speak that over my situation, because everything just felt so like, you know, when you have like your foundation, or you feel like your foundation is being stripped from you, and like what you always thought you knew about yourself is like not really that anymore, or maybe it is that, but you have to like rediscover yourself, redefine like who you are outside of other people. It is a little bit earth-shattering. Like, truly, I have not known my left from my right for like a month. Like, what is happening? And like, kudos to the creatives that like when they get in a place like this, they can like channel it into their art and into their work. I haven't quite mastered that yet, and I want to master it, because if I don't master it, y'all won't get content from me for I mean, I'm trying to speak life that I'm coming out of this thing and that it won't be like this for much longer. But if it is, and we continue on this current path that I've been on, y'all won't see me on this here YouTube for a while. And I don't want that to be the case, because this is healing for me. Like, the whole recording and editing process, honestly, is healing. I just have to motivate myself to get to the point where I'm like, okay, record something. So that's why today's video is so informal, and I'm literally just talking because I'm trying to just do, like, I'm just trying to do something. And I think there's value in what I'm sharing. Hold on, I'm gonna wash my face. So yeah, y'all, all of that to say, like, you know, I'm just, this is like an unexpected season that I'm in. Like, you know, I feel like I'm watching people live their lives, the lives that they always imagined, and I'm like here, and I'm like, I don't think this is the life I always imagined. Like, I tell y'all time and time again, I did not think I was going to be in anybody's PhD program, like, ever. No, that was not in my own life plan. Now, when the opportunity presented itself and like signs seemed to point like, okay, this is the smart move to do, then I did it. But it was not like because I want to. Like, people love saying like, oh, you must love school. That's like, those are cuss words. Like, what? I would venture to say nobody just loves school. Somebody out there loves school. God bless them. I'm not that person, okay? I will tell you right now. Anybody else rub the moisturizer on your hands too? That's probably not what it's for, but you know, whatever. Anyways, but I'm just ready for a new season. Maybe that's what it is. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm ready for a new season. I'm ready for my life to not follow this mundane trajectory. I'm tired of being broke. Like, broke as a joke. Like, ha ha ha. Hilariously broke. Like, wow. How is it that I have been broke for 8 years? Oh, it's because I'm a college student and we don't have a real salary. There were times where I made much less than what I make now, but still, yet and still, big kid bills are just that, big kid bills. They estimate that you make a certain level of money. That, let me just tell you right now, saints, I do not make, okay? So I sacrifice so many experiences that I see, you know, my friends I went through school with, and now they're like on to like buying houses, having kids, and buying cars outright, like doing this bomb stuff. And I'm just like, wow. I'm not so much as comparing as I am trying to figure out if what I decided on in shows is what I actually wanted, or was I just here going through the motions? Because yeah, I don't know, y'all. I am just at this crossroads in my life, and I'm trying to figure it out, and it's just, it's tough. Like, it's tough. Even though you know this season won't last forever, it's like, okay, but I'm not in the future. I'm living in today, and today this is what my circumstance is. I have kind of been able to convince myself, because your mind can convince you of so many false and awful things when you're down like this, and I've been able to convince myself that like God ain't hearing my prayers the same, that like, you know, my faith is not enough to get me through this, that my faith is weak and brittle, because if it wasn't, I would be going through this better. So like, then comes the guilt and the condemnation and shame, and then before you know it, you're just wallowing in this dump. Like, you're just in dump city. That's what I've been, y'all, in dump city. So I don't know, y'all. That's just kind of what's going on right now. And that's why, as much as I want to be consistent, it's just hard right now. Like, I have to really fight for it, because there's just so much going on in my world, in my mind. This phase of my development is just so loaded. Like, it's just so loaded. And then I think about how I'm going through this relationship, and y'all, relationships are hard enough on their own, right? But then I'm in a long distance relationship. Like, my first relationship, like, there's like, it's so funny. My life, if you just look at it, it's just like, wow, what are you doing? I don't know, guys. I don't know. So yeah, guys, this is just the real. Like, this is just what it is right now. And my therapist said some bomb stuff that I'm going to try to say for you before this battery dies. This is the only battery I have. One, she told me, she had me literally say what I was feeling, because I kept telling her like what was happening and like all this other stuff, but I wasn't actually acknowledging my feelings. Like, the most I could say was like I felt overwhelmed, but like actual emotions, like social emotional learning is so important. Like, if you really think about it, the only emotions you really rely on and like say are like angry, happy, sad. And those are good, but like there's this whole range of emotions that we just neglect. And it's so funny because as a psychologist, I do social emotional learning with students, and then when it comes to my own life, I'm in shambles. Hilarious. But she told me to start naming what I was feeling. She had me do it in the session, and then I've been trying to do that since, of just like speaking to my emotions, allowing myself to like sit in this and not run away from it or try to get distracted from it, but just sit in it. And I'm not saying like sulk and mope necessarily, but if that's what I had to do, some nights it just got to that point where I was like, I hate this. And so I'm just gonna sit here, I'm gonna turn my laptop off and my phone off, and I'm just gonna sit here and cry if that's what I need to do. So I'm trying to be in tune with my emotions. The other thing she told me is, like, I told her I feel like I don't have answers right now, and it's really frustrating me, and I have all these questions but like no answers. The thing she told me is like, man, it was so powerful. She said that I'm looking for answers out in front of me, or like looking for the answer to come at some point in the future. And she was like, I don't think you realize that you're walking in your answer. And I was like, huh? She was like, you're living out the answer. Like, the things that you're going through, the ways that they're stretching you, making you think, making you rethink things and rebuild things, like your thoughts around things, like this is your answer to who you are and who you're becoming. Like, it's not some answer that's going to come in the future. Like, this process is giving you your answer. And I was like, wow, speak the words, sis. And so I've been trying to look at it from that perspective of like, baby, these experiences are necessary for your growth to occur. Like, these things are necessary for the answers that you want, Like, you have to go through this process. So the last thing I'll leave you with, because there is hope, y'all. You know, I always leave you with hope, even if my life is in shambles. I'm leaving you with a word, and that is, my friend sent me this song when I was like kind of in shambles, and I already know the song, but like it was such a good reminder. Let me like zoom out, holy moly. So it's a song called New Wine by Hillsong, right? And essentially it's talking about the process, like if you know about the process for making wine and how the grapes go through crushing and beating, like, you know, if you've ever seen somebody crush grapes in like a barrel or something like that, like that's the process for this amazing wine that we all get to taste and enjoy later on. Like, grapes had to be crushed in the process. And so new wine, the chorus says, in the crushing, in the pressing, you are making new wine. In the soil, I now surrender. You are breaking new ground. So I yield to you and to your careful hand. When I trust you, I don't need to understand. Dang, check me. It says, make me your vessel. Make me an offering. Make me whatever you want me to be. I came here with nothing but all you have given me. Jesus, bring new wine out of me. And then I love this part, where is it? Where it says, because where there is new wine, there is new power, there is new freedom, and the kingdom is here. I lay down my old flames to carry your new fire today. Yeah, And I've been playing that kind of on repeat because I feel like that's what's happening. Like, I'm being stripped of everything I thought I knew, like my grounding, my standing, like every part of me I just feel like is being tried. And like, it's so easy for me to be mad and just be like, forget all this. Like, what is any of this even for? But I'm trying to like lean into the process and just recognize that like what's carried me up until this point is not necessarily what's going to continue to carry me. And maybe that's why this process is happening, even though a lot of people say this happens at 25 anyway. But I feel like that's what's happening. Is like, not to say that my faith was fake, but it's just like it wasn't as deep as I thought. Like, my relationship was based on a lot of other things and other people's experiences and what other people told me. And although I had experienced him for myself, it's like there's this whole new level to our relationship. Like, going from glory to glory is a real thing. Like, there's so much more to our relationship that I need to tap into. And I've just been, I guess, skating along on like the regular old regular. And I'm getting a wake-up call. I'm getting a wake-up call in every area of my life. It's like God is really trying to get my attention. And not that he's bringing bad things. And not that anything is like awful to the point of like dangerous to me. Like, it's nothing like that. It's just like every area I'm being stretched. Sometimes you just don't want to be stretched. Like, you're just too stretched. Like, can I just sit here and be left alone? But like, no, unfortunately this season, like, it's just everything at once, and it's really challenging me. So I'm trying to take that new wine perspective of just like, God is creating new wine. Like, I'm being crushed and stretched and pressured and all this stuff, so that what comes out of this, the answer to all this, the reason why behind all this, is like so much better than how I've been living. And it'll take me to new heights and new understanding and just living more authentically in all areas. Like, just being more authentically me. So who's to say if any of this made any sense to y'all? I hope y'all enjoyed and got something out of this. I'm sorry I'm such a hot mess right now. I wish I could do a lot more for y'all right now. And I'm hoping, you know, like I said, I've had some better days where it's like I can see a little sunlight, like a little crack of joy here and there. Not just performing my happiness, because that's what I was doing for a majority of the first few weeks, because I'm in these spaces where I have to be on, and so I was like just performing being on, and not showing how I was really feeling inside. But like, I don't know, I've had some happy moments recently that I was like, okay, this is not performance happy. Like, I feel some joy deep down the inside. So it's coming back. I think my joy is in there. It's just buried underneath a whole lot of questions and confusions right now. So if you think of me, keep me in your prayers. I can actually say now that I'm hopeful. There's a period of time where I wasn't hopeful and I was just kind of over it, but I'm trying to keep the hope, guys. Just remember New Wine. I hope you all go listen to that song, and hopefully God will speak to you through that song the way he's speaking to me right now. So I love y'all, and subscribe if you like this. I promise I'm not always this much of a hot mess. If you enjoyed this, or if you're going through anything similar in your own life and you want to tell me about it, make sure you jump down in the comment section or hit me up in my DMs. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.